Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as the forces of Ancient Templar dig deep and find a way to keep Primordius from recapturing the forests of Brightwood. We caught up with Templar leadership and got their reactions.
What's going on, John? How you doing?
Well, as well as can be expected. I'm sorry things didn't work out for the Syndicate, but I'm glad things worked out for you. How do you think it went out there tonight?
Oh, it was pretty good, though. Purple always puts up a good fight. I mean, they definitely did their thing. They had a solid Zerg, but just couldn't get that last point.
That's how it happens sometimes. Is there anybody whose efforts you'd like to highlight out there tonight?
I would say just shout out everyone who came through and supported. I know we had a couple groups, a couple greens that showed up for us. That was awesome. It was fun, especially after this new update. We're seeing a little bit of a different meta and all that, so cool to see all the different builds finally getting utilized.
KOTT News was then pulled aside by an excited captain who had this to say.
Halfway through the war, I went down right on the point, and 7 of my boys blocked me and rezzed me halfway through the war. I had 7 people blocking the captain, and I just want to shout out those guys. The Mystery 7.
Who are these unknown saints of the Mystery 7? KOTT News will bring you more on this story as it develops. Turning to the weather, and it's going to be a nearly perfect day all day long again, with only a 10% chance of invasion late. 2 lineups submitted for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember,
if it isn't LARPco,
it's Cardboard.
it's Cardboard.
First up, the Covenant forces of Hex 2.0 challenge the champs of Hooded X Outcasts for their championship title and the right to rule over Everfall. Hex 2.0 returned to fight for land once again after losing their position of Great House just last week. For Hooded X Outcasts, a win tonight will move them into a tie for second place on the all-time Never Fall list, currently held alone by Elysian at 10. In the Nightcap, the Covenant forces of Salt Kingdom Savage mug the Marauders of Hooded X Outcasts for ownership of the financial capital of Windsward. Salt Kingdom Savage make their second attempt to secure a position in the Central Corridor after failing against the champs last week in Everfall. Hooded X Outcasts will be fighting back-to-back again tonight, but to defend the belt and prevent the pipeline, they're giving their all in both bouts. We'll have the outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.